Kanishka intercepts to clear.
Danushka Madhushanka, of course, an FA Cup hero from 2015. Can he do it again today? But by the looks of it, David Osaji has taken a bit of a hit as Mohamed Siapo and Afis Oleyemi are continuing down this flank. Oleyemi inside the box. He's looking for options.
Well, I tell you what, the referee will certainly revisit that case. That was a real crunching challenge from behind. As we see the replay, as the ball harmlessly goes down. I believe the fact that the referee allowed the play to go on just took the seriousness out of that tackle.
Colombo FC, they seem to be identifying the need for change. Danushka Madhushanka's picked up a cramp and they're just getting a few substitutes ready as well as Zarvan Johar. He goes through the middle, tries to create something. Hakim Kamil though, he manages to intercept. Fazal wins the foul. Now Renown really have a mountain to climb. They need one goal to get back into that title winning position. Like you said, Joe, Colombo FC, after conceding that first goal, they were down, but certainly not out. And they're really showing their colors here as Mohamed Siapo tries to take the ball off Job Michael. With the help of Danushka Madhushan, he manages to do so. But now Job Michael on it yet again. Danushka Madhushan nicks it. The youngster, he's got the legs, but loses out as Rahman finds Rifnaz. Rifnaz sends it forward. Niran Kanishka, just a bit of foot tennis going on here. Ball struggling to leave the Colombo FC half as Mohamed Siapo picks it up. One more goal and they have a 2-goal cushion, and it's something that you'd really like to have at this stage of the game. Mohamed Siapo.
I think certainly with Mohamed Rumi, with all his experience, I'm sure he's not going to rest on a 1-goal cushion, because he knows it's quite a vulnerable lead that is quite hard to preserve. Even the cruelest of deflections could see your team lose it. Just as we speak, Job Michael is fed through, but I don't think the referee was in one bit interested in giving a penalty on that occasion. We see the replay. There's a substitution which is taking place. Falul is making way to Shamil Ahmed. So a bit of fresh legs brought into the field.
Shamil Ahmed, one of the other options that the Renown coach was discussing in his pre-match interview as well, and let's see what he can do to try and change the course of this game as Colombo FC push on for that 3rd goal and also that 2-goal cushion. It's going to look like a very, very long few minutes heading in to the 90th minute mark for Colombo FC, while for Renown, it's going to be a very short amount of time. They'll be watching that clock as it ticks. As they're trying to work their way out of here to Rizni. Takes a bit of a knock from David Osaji, who claims he only took the ball and that it was his first foul. It's trying to be a bit too cute there.
I think it's just his momentum. I think he was trying to pull out of the challenge. And then later he claimed that he got the ball, which he didn't whatsoever. So, well, I think right decision was made. It was a free kick for Renown. So, and there was very little intent for him to actually take the man out. So that's why most probably the referee didn't show any sort of cautions. Lovely bit of footwork, Mohamed Siapo. I tell you what, that man's got some serious quality. It's a lovely ball swung across. David Osaji once again acrobatically trying to get it under his grasp, but unable to do so. Here's the replay of that lovely pass by Nagur Mira. 2 men down in the middle. That's the renowned keeper, Mohamed Usman. And Zarvan Johar, of course, it seems like he's doing a bit of stretching. So is Niran Kanishka. It's the renowned goalkeeper who is actually in need of some attention off screen actually at the moment. I think he's in quite a bit of strife at the moment. What the actual injury is, we are yet to know. But he's clutching onto his shins and his calf area. I beg your pardon, the quad area. Could be anything. Surely he picked it up with the last clearance. That's quite evident. Maybe kept an additional yard or so, which stretched the muscle off. Lot of talking happening between the teammates. It's a huge stoppage here because of this injury. So
if you can recall, Renown SC did have a rather comfortable win versus Tiharia Youth. And they did bring on their reserve goalkeeper, who didn't look very convincing, did he? With a lot of the clearances and also a lot of the ball handling.
Well, today
is not a good day to have, with all due respect, obviously, it's not a good day to have him on the pitch.
Today is so not the time for you to bring your reserve goalkeeper, but he has played a couple of games in Super 8 as well. Actually not done that badly, but I'm pretty sure you'd want to keep your best 11 on the park as long as possible, and Usman is gearing up, so clearly it's evident that he's going to stay on. But a bit of a scare, so I'm sure the Renown coach is preparing his reserve goalkeepers. Off screen you can see he's warming his hands up with a bit of drills as the play will resume. Usman seems all right.
Good to see that the keeper is doing well as T-Boy Francis makes a clearance, and we go on with the game. For those of you just joining us, this is the second game of the grand finale of the Dialogue Champions League for 2016. We had a first game, a 10-goal thriller, where Blue Star lost 7-3 to Army, and right now, with Renown needing just a draw and Colombo FC needing a win to claim the championship, Colombo FC are leading 2-1, thanks to goals from Mafiz Olayemi, David Osaji rather, and also Danushka Madhushankar. It's the second half. We've got a few minutes left, and it's bound to be interesting as we head into the home stretch of the Dialogue Champions League. And here we see Mo Masiapo.
.65 minutes on the clock. Now Colombo will want to preserve this lead and then probably hit Renown on the counter, give them a bit of their own medicine. But it doesn't seem like Renown do pose some sort of threat. Yes, they do enjoy a fair share of possession in the middle. They don't really make up for anything convincing out of it. Once again, Nagur Mira does so well to regain possession. Now Hafiz running at Timothy Priyadarshana, curls an effort. What a save that is. Game-saving hand there by Mohammad Usman. And eventually, here you see on the replay, lovely feet by Hafiz Olemi. Eventually pulls out a real thunderbolt of his right foot. Mohammad Usman, despite the injury, was up for it.
Colombo FC with that third goal, they can really build up that cushion. They can finally feel a bit more comfortable, as here we see the corner being whipped in from the left-hand side. Absolute waste of a corner there, Jod, as Niran Kanishka wheels away after taking an absolute terrible corner. You expect him to be doing far better than he did on that occasion. Those are the kind of opportunities that you don't want to let go. And I'm sure Renown will be looking to capitalize on it as Colombo FC once again push on now.
Again to Hafiz. Wonderful in-step pass. Just a bit too high for David. But Rifnas's poor touch gives the ball back to Zarwan. Oh, that's a lovely through ball. But I think it has a bit too much on it. Yes, eventually the ball does find touch.
But once again, the idea was right, and Zarwan has been in the middle of everything good that Colombo has produced so far. Just another look at that cross that Officer Layemi put in. As now Gurmira, he fails to meet that ball. Rizni, the beneficiary, he picks it up in the middle of the park. He's looking for options. He finds Rahman. Rahman gets his foot stuck in the turf. We were talking about this before as well. It's not very good playing conditions in the middle of the park. But now Renown have managed to pick it up yet again. They're looking for that return ball. It's Rifnaz. Rifnaz on the far side. He sends this one in. And taken care of very comfortably indeed at the end of all that by Niran Kanishka. Rifnaz sending a dangerous ball in. Just a bit more accuracy would have helped his teammate a bit more. But Renown SC, they're not down and out yet. They are waiting to capitalize on the counter-attack. Priyadarshana coming all the way up to take this throw in. Just another bout of cramp for Niran Kanishka.
Two players on the deck. We're focusing on Niran Kanishka on camera, off camera. I think Danushka Madhushanka, well, I think he has come to the end of his shift. Really played his socks out. Scored that crucial second goal for Colombo FC, which has given them the edge in this tie. And I'm pretty sure they're going to replace him with a younger player who is preparing on the sidelines. We're yet to see who that is, as the throw-in is taken by Renown. Well, Fazul has been quickly closed down by David Ozaji. He knew who the ball was going to, and he galloped towards him. Now ball is with Hafiz. Hafiz on a solo run, lays it off to Nagur Mira. He cuts in. Well, didn't have sufficient amount of pace behind the ball for him to.
Far side there, Coach Rumi not happy with that challenge at all. He wanted the possession retained. Rizni trying to break, but now Gurmira with a late challenge. He's looked off color today, the right winger, but he hasn't done too much wrong. As Hakim Kamil here, he gets past Tuben beautifully, just a bit lazy again. Mira caught flat-footed, but Mo Masiapo picks it up. No, it's Job Michael. Job Michael couldn't get enough behind it, but here we go. Return ball, Niran Kanishka takes care of it. And that's the kind of mistake that's going to cost Colombo FC. Here's another look at this one. Job Michael takes a bit of a poke at it actually. Not good positioning at all by Imran, but the presence of another renowned man putting off Niran Kanishka.
Ahmad Shazi is the man to replace Danushka Madhushanka. So that is the official confirmation of it.
Shazni, of course, the midfielder who can really keep the team ticking, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of role he plays in the next few minutes. It's going to be very important to keep that midfield under control for Colombo FC. We've seen a bit of laziness by the boys in yellow. Now Gurmira, they are the guilty party, not taking care of his man fast enough and then giving Job Michael an opportunity to go for goal. But now here we go, Renown with a continued opportunity to put some pressure on Colombo FC. Dimuthu Priyadarshana with the throw in. He's looking for options. Finds Fazal. Dimuthu Priyadarshana looks inside Rizni. Rahman tries to let fly. Doesn't do much. Job Michael gets the better of Mohamed Siapo. He tries to turn it in, but couldn't direct it well enough.
That's a replay of Job Michael's effort. A lot of challenges flying in and away. A lot of players hitting the deck quite frequently. So the game is kind of taking a rather physical and a nasty turn. Hope it doesn't bring out a pour out of emotions. Once again, it's Hafiz. Hafiz pass Dimuthu Priyadarshana quite easily. Well, rather acrobatic attempt on that occasion, but he's penalized for a high boot. Here's the replay. Lovely pass attempted. Well, tell you what, if not for Fazul Rahman's header, it could have been a very different scenario as number 14, Rami Mohideen, clears up in defense. The throw in for Renown. They need a goal here. They need that equalizer to bring things back to in their advantage. Hakim Kamil goes past one, goes past a couple, and Mohammad Rami's intervention means that Renown will have another corner. Swung in by Fazal, headed away easily by Vikum Kumarasiri. There's a bit more than a quarter of an hour remaining in the half. Here's Fazal, short corner, works it, has an opportunity. Job Michael. Well, it's still there, and Colombo still haven't managed to clear their lines. Well, eventually they do. And now Nagur Mira almost stole the ball off T-Boy Francis. It's all happening here at the Racecourse International Stadium. As the ball eventually finds touch, quite a few players once again have hit the deck. Here is that short corner. Ball got stuck under the feet of the number 15. Then eventually found its way to Job Michael. Hafiz got himself in a real tangle, and then eventually it was Moma Siapo's clearance that managed to clear the danger for Colombo.
Once again, it's not the first time we've seen Rami Mohideen come to the rescue of Colombo FC early on in the first half, just as the game kicked off. We also saw that the skipper, he was responsible for taking the ball off of Job Michael, stealing that goal-scoring opportunity, and once again, he's shown his experience in coming to rescue his side. Shazni just coming and sharing a few anecdotes and trying to get his team back into the right mentality after that little scare. The coach, Rumi, sending a few messages in as well. You need to get into the right mentality coming to the last few minutes, especially in a championship decider. If not, having just the first goal is not going to be enough.
Well, every player seems to be fine. And now the play will resume, as ball will eventually be taken as a throw-in for Colombo FC.
Renown again with the ball here. Dimuthu Priyadarshana in his own half, trying to create something. Renown, they brought Hakim Kamil to the middle of the park. It's all hell for leather by the looks of it.
T-Boy Francis with a strong right foot through the ball, headed back right into the thick of things by Niran Kanishka. Job Michael once again. I beg your pardon, T-Boy Francis. Well, he dance passes a couple of, well, surely that is a free kick. Yes. Given.
But Joe, if you can see, they've made another tactical change. They've bought Rahman as Wade Zarwan Johar picks it up. He's got options on the right side. Can they create something? Here we go. Shot about to be. But no support. The ball just getting stuck on the turf. Absolute comedy here. As Mohammad Siapo tries to let fly, but both teams getting undone by the unorthodox nature of the pitch.
Well,
we've
this
seen
time
another man down.
once again, this is Mohammad Rijni on this occasion. I think his outstretched leg is the reason as to why he is down injured. They seem to be in complete shambles at the moment in defense. No real conviction whatsoever. And eventually, a lot of players are hitting the deck. Niran Kanishka on the near side too, doing a bit of stretches. I'm sure he's feeling it. Played his heart out today.
But like I was saying, Joe, they seem to have made a tactical change. Rahman, he seems to have worked his legs off. He's taken a centre-back slot. And Hakim Kamil, he's a bit quicker than Rahman, obviously, has taken a role in the middle of the park. We see Zarwan Johar also going down. Shazni is doing some stretches on him. He says he doesn't want any... It is not very clear communication there, but Zarwan's not happy.
Play on, says the ref, and his teammate instantly left him. after giving him some sort of attention. That's not going to go down well in the dressing room. I think the moment the referee blew the whistle, Zarvan lost all sorts of assistance. Well, was there an opportunity for the ball to be laid off? Rifnaz is pleading his case. Yes, I think, well, in all fairness, he was surrounded as well, but Job Michael, being the striker he is, in all fairness, he took on the shot which was there to be taken. So you can't really blame him. As Zarban still is just laboring to his feet. He's in no position whatsoever to continue by the looks of it.
As it's Afisol Ayemi. Squares it for Shazni. Shazni squares it for Vigum Kumar. The series ball is hoiked into the air. Nagor Mira, he's lucky there.
But I think T.Y. Francis was fouled.
Nagor Mira a bit lucky because of the bounce. Was not very well read by T-Boy Francis, but the referee has spotted an infringement as Dimuthu Priyadarshana picks it up, looks for that long ball sent to the middle of the park. Mo Masiapo takes care of it. And now to Rami Mohideen. Rami Mohideen looking for options. Rami Mohideen finds David Osaji. Osaji with T-Boy Francis for company. Osaji. Shazni. Nagur Mira. Dimuthu Priyadarshana there. Puts in a good tackle and takes Nagur Mira off the ball. But it's still Colombo FC now. They've still got possession. They're still playing in the Renown half as they look to wind down the clock. What you can realize, Joe, is that you don't really see the intensity that you saw at the start of the second half anymore, do you? It looks like both teams are trying to wind down the clock, especially Colombo FC, Renown. They are not showing the same intensity they would like to see either.
Something less than a quarter of an hour remaining in the game, as Renown once again have an opportunity for the long ball, as Colombo FC once again picks up the pieces.
And here we go, Saji, Mo Masiapo to Niran Kanishka. Tries to put it through and T-Boy Francis intercepts. Niran Kanishka picks up the ball for the throw-in. And now Gurmira. Mo Masiapo with a bit of fancy footwork manages to find David Osaji. Osaji onto that tough part of the pitch. He puts the ball in. Good chance. Not taken down well enough by Afisolemi. But here we go. Job Michael picks it off. Mohammad Ramis. Not a very comfortable clearance is that. As Job Michael is looking for options. Rifnaz doesn't manage to meet it well enough. Colombo FC still with that one goal lead as Rizni. He breaks into the box. Rizni, can he take a shot? Rizni shoots. And clear just off the line almost by Kumar Asiri. It's all happening here at the Racecourse International Stadium. David Osaji maintains that offside line. He picks it up and now he's pushing in down this left flank. He's got Dimuthu Priyadarshan for company. He's trying to whip this one in. And it's a corner. Very close calls again for Renown. Picking it up to Anrisni. Beautiful body movements there to get past the man. And his shot, it seems like it was going out anyway. But Kumar Asiri taking no chances there as he cleared it.
Once again, another player on the turf. Certainly a lot of stoppages, a lot of fatigue now kicking into the game. What a chance Mohammad Rizni had. Lovely individual brilliance. I initially thought he'll take the shot on at first shy, but he didn't. He kept his composure and focused on what he had to do. Took the ball on and eventually it was cleared off the line. But another opportunity goes a-begging.
Good chance here as Mo Masiapo. He takes a touch. He hoiks the ball up for himself and tries to unleash a shot, but doesn't manage to do so. Better chance at scoring through the goal posts than putting it in the back of the net. But here we go. Renown SC pushing on Mohamed Siapo. Got about 9 minutes left of normal time, but we're bound to see a few additional minutes as well. Renown SC, by every passing minute, Joe, they're really adding pressure on themselves.
I'm sure now the nerves are kicking in, especially with Colombo holding the advantage, and also the fact that they're pressing on relentlessly at their goal. And, that being said, they had an opportunity themselves. They should have made sure they capitalize on it. Niran Kanishka, lovely ball across the face of goal. Nobody to accept it though. Hakim Kamil will come out with it as Mohammad Rizni now goes towards Shamil Ahmed. He goes wide towards Fazal. Fazal finds Job Michael. Lovely first touch and control. Oh, that's an excellent last-ditch challenge by Hafiz. Running back from pretty much the first pretty much the Renown half. There's another substitution is prepared. Mohammad Fazal has been taken out, replaced by the number 21, Mohammad Umaid. That surely is due to the fact that Mohammad Fazal is carrying a bit of cramp. It's not really himself continuing in this situation. Again, easily cleared away. Disappointing set piece. Dimitri Priyadashana picks up the pieces.
And Rizni couldn't meet that one, but Niran Kanishka does. He's taken charge of it. Zarwan miscontrols, but it's fallen for Shazni. Shazni with a beautiful spot on the far side. Here we go. Now Gurmira, he's looking on the inside, just a bit too much for Fisoleemi, but he's for Osaji. But Fisoleemi, he picks it up, he shoots, and it's ricocheted off the defender and gone out of bounds.
Sarban Johar swings it in. Good hands by Mohammad Usman. Now there's a break on. Ball goes central. Kamil Hakim out of all people. But lays it off to Rifnas. Rifnas now to Mohammad Umaid. Made a fresh pair of legs. Goes wide. Does ever so well. Does the number 8 Bikum Kumarasiri. Stuck to his man and continued to apply pressure. Colombo retained position. Oh, Mohammad Rizni, lovely inside ball to Mohammad Umaid. He goes inside the box, but Mohammad Ramiz is there. Now Gurmira now looks for Hafiz, finds Hafiz. Hafiz looking for his numbers. Does he go towards Saji? Yes, he does. Now they're wasting a bit of valuable time now. A lovely, lovely 1-2.
Even these attacks, the so-called counter-attacks, they are being carried out at a very, very slow pace, aren't they, Joe? Even Colombo FC, they're trying to while down the clock. Renown need to pick up the pace a bit more. Humaid with that long ball coming in towards the keeper, Imran. Taking no chances, he's more than comfortable picking it up. Rami Mohideen looking for his options, weighing them up as well. He's taking his time. Zawan to Shazni, who found Olaemi, who found Nagurmira. Nagurmira tries to turn it in. He still has it.
It's a corner at the end of it. T-Boy Francis once again makes that telling intervention. Well, number 13 is being sent in. I think Zarvan Joha is in no position whatsoever to continue this game. So it's a timely substitution, you could say. Siraj Mohammed is the replacement for Zarvan Joha as Mohammad Siapo takes position, hacked away, but still no one up front. Job Michael is just returning after a small water break.
With about 5 minutes left on the clock, Joe, Siraj Mohammed seems like a safety net. Zarwan Johar a bit more ambitious, as here we see Osazi rather, trying to look for options, but no, Shazni loses out as Rahman tries to make something out of it. Rizni to Humaid. To Hakim Kamil rather, now it's Humaid on the ball.
Rather late flag on that occasion, but I think even to the naked eye, he looked slightly offside.
I think Humaid doesn't have that turn of pace anymore, especially after that 3-month break. He's been hitting bulking season pretty hard by the looks of it. And added a new dimension to his game, which is strength. He was a very, very skinny guy.
Well, that was a real shocker of a goal kick taken by Mohammad Usman. I beg your pardon, Mohammad Imran. Completely handing an opportunity, but unfortunately, Renown aren't able to capitalize on it as Hafiz comes out with it, lays it back to David Osaji. Osaji to Nagur Mira. Lovely through ball, but a bit too much on it on that occasion.
And Siraj not really going after it hard enough as well, but Usman, he doesn't mind. He's happy as long as he's comfortable in receiving the ball. Rahman, he's trying to create something now. Taking that bit of initiative as a senior player in the team. Rahman is trying to push on.
Niran Kanishka has been exceptional today. I mean, he has run his socks out throughout the game.
Except for that little bit of skill.
Everyone has their moments, I guess. But apart from that, he has been really outstanding. He has stuck to his men, made those lung-busting runs up front, made sure he has contributed both offensively and defensively. And even on that previous occasion, despite being on the wrong side, he still managed to shrug his man off and lay it off to a teammate so that the threat which was looming was treated. David Osaji now running behind a loose pass. Dimutu Priyadarsan up against him. Lovely turn and gets the ball off him for another corner. Corner will be taken short by the looks of it. Hafiz Olemi making a run across the field. Now they've come to terms with the fact that the clock has ticked towards the late stages of the game. Lovely turn once again off Rizni. Throw in for Colombo. 5 minutes of injury time added on. So Renown will take some heart. All they need is a goal. It doesn't matter if they draw this game or not. Draw this game or win it. They'll still be the champions as the points table stands. So lovely feet, but still gives it back to Mohammad Umaid. He goes back to Rizni. Rizni with a loose touch, but still there are numbers to clean up the mess.
As Rahman picks it up here, Rahman looks at Rizni, looking outside for more options. Ball sent in from the left flank, but Niran Kanishka once again, he's been ever present. And
well, now the break is on. Dimutu Priyadarsan is completely out of position. David Osaji, I think he's doing the smart thing. He's not doing anything rash. He's running wide to waste time, and then eventually he has won a corner. Valuable times ticked off the clock.
And he's just pointing out to his teammates as well that not to rush, just to hold the pace, just to keep the ball and run down the clock. And I think that is the smart option, given that they have showed up the midfield a bit more. And Renown SC also seem to be lacking the legs, especially compared to the first few minutes of the second half. Seems like they're more than happy with this result, and they should be, given that the points table is in their favor.
They're exactly where they want to be as far as the game and the title challenge is concerned. So they need not do anything. They need not do anything rash to give this away. So they're just making sure they're holding on to possession and making sure that they go home with their title. Now Hakim Kamil sends the ball wide to Mohamed Umaid. Umaid with the low ball. Rifras with a lovely turn. Rifras with a shot. Oh, was that the chance? Was that the opportunity? Mohamed Usman with a title-saving effort on that occasion. Mohamed Imran, I beg your pardon. All happening here. It's still not waved away. Mohamed Umaid, but Mohamed Siapo too strong. And now they are 4 against 2. They are running at them.
As David Saji picks it up, he's pushing in. He's got options on the inside. Can they turn this one in? And it's a brilliant chance. And that's it. That's the game. That's the championship. And Colombo FC, they've got that 2-goal cushion. He doesn't care, Shazni. He doesn't care if he gets a yellow card. And for the second season running, Colombo FC have claimed the Dialogue Champions League title. Absolutely brilliant stuff. A minute ago, they were defending what seemed to be like a game-changing moment, Rifnaz's effort. But then on the other end of the park, it was absolutely beautiful to watch. What a counter-attack. That was 4 versus 2. Squared beautifully onto the inside. And Shazni making no mistakes. He deserves to get that boot signed because he is a hero.
Well, he'll get a yellow card for his troubles, but I don't think it really matters to him right now. All that matters to him was the fact that they've gotten the third decisive goal. Well, a bit of strong words being spoken by Mohamed Rumi to his players as well. Well, I think that was rather uncalled for as the celebratory run was made towards the Renown dugout. Mockery of a salute made towards the Renown bench. Well, that is certainly uncalled for. Certainly not necessary in terms of this situation. They're actually victorious, and all they have to do is just make sure they finish this game. Mohamed Rizni is walking onto the playing field. I'm not really certain whether he's substituted. He's taken off his jersey. In real, I'm yet to see the player who is replacing him. I think he has received a red card for some infringement that has happened. A lot has happened during the celebrations of the third goal. The final result is the fact that Mohamed Rizni is that is it. That's the final whistle. Coach Mohamed Rumi, well, that's a rare sight. You don't see the man celebrating, but he was really dancing. That is what it means to them. That is what it means to him to retain his title. And he has come up trumps once again. He's always a man with a plan. He always has a few tricks up his sleeve. And once again, he proves the fact that he is the mastermind of these sort of crunch games. There's a friendly handshake between the two coaches. That's lovely to see. Coach Amanullah, well, he has contributed to the drama and this epic finale of this year's Dialogue Champions League Super 8s. And boy, what a decider it was. Deshan 3-1, tight game, but Colombo FC deserve victors.
Most certainly, they came out here expecting a win. They needed a win. And they came in. They did a job. They managed to get the 3 points. They played absolutely beautifully. They defended when they needed to. They attacked when they needed to. And their counter-attacking ploy worked like a charm. Coach Mohamed Rumi, definitely the most satisfied of the two. He's pulled out a plan. He told us before the game that he has a plan. We'll have to see what it is. And we'll have to wait until after the game to figure that out. And that's exactly what he's done. He's picked up his charges. He's picked up the boys after the defeat by Blue Star. And he's really turned them into another week of champions, of match-winning outfits. And they've turned into a real force in Sri Lankan football in a really short period of time. Colombo FC, they'll be partying late into the night. They've gotten all their supporters out here. They've gotten the family out. And, they deserve this. They put in a long, hard shift as They await now to receive the Champions Trophy. It all started with Renown SC taking the lead in the first half. They managed to score against the run-off play after Job Michael turned in a hoik by Fazur Rahman. Then they came back into the game, Colombo FC. And in the second half, they managed to nick it through a beautiful goal by Danushka Madhushankar, who latched onto a pass that came to the edge of the box. And he turned it in beautifully beyond the reach of goalkeeper Mohammad Usman. Joe, what do you think the turning point of this game was? Who do you think the man was that was responsible for making Colombo FC the winners of this championship?
Well, I'll be very honest, it was a combined team effort, but there were certain moments of brilliance by certain players. David Osaji was on top of his game. Sarban Joha, despite not scoring, came ever so close to making sure that he was also on the score sheet. Momas Yapo, he made that telling pass in that second crucial goal, which opened up the game for Colombo. And, of course, there were a few other instances as well, but I think the highlight of this game was that first goal, where the entire team or the majority of the team combined for that equalizer. That summed up how Colombo approached this game and how they played these 90 minutes. And that's the reason why I can't point out one exact individual. There have been moments of brilliance, but at the end of the day, it's been a team effort. They played as a team, they played as a unit, and they watched each other's back. They played a makeshift defense, and that really didn't seem to bother anyone at the end of the day.
And it's not just the football, is it, Joe? They've been an absolutely beautifully run club. They are probably the most professional outfit in Sri Lankan football as well. They've got real organization to them. They've got proper coaching staff. And it really pays dividends, doesn't it, when you come and see the final result?
Definitely, and they will be the representatives for the AFC Cup next year as well. So that is something to look forward to, Colombo FCS. And we'll go for a short commercial break, and we'll be back with live action.
උණුසුම් බව තත්පරෙන් මොහොතෙන් මොහොත වැඩි කරපු තරගයක් තරගයේ අවසානයේ කොළඹ FC කණ්ඩායම අද මේ තීරණාත්මක තරගයේ ජයග්‍රහණය Taman සතු කර ගන්නට අද දවසේ වාසනාව උදා කර ගන්නවා. ක්‍රීඩාවේ ජවය විනය පිරිපුන් තැනක ඩයලොග් සවිබලය වසර ගණනාවක් පුරා පාපන්දු ක්‍රීඩාවේ පාසල් මට්ටම ජාතික මට්ටම ජාත්‍යන්තර මට්ටම දක්වා ඉහළ තරයකට අරගෙන යන්නට ඔබ අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වුණ වග අපි ගොඩක් ආදරෙන් මතක් කරන දෙන අද දවසේ මේ සුපිරි තරගයේ ජයග්‍රහණය කොළඹ FC කණ්ඩායම ලබාගෙන ගෝල 3ට 1ක් විදියට රිනවුන් අභිබවා මේ සූරතාවේ දිනාගත් පණිවිඩය තමයි ගොඩක් ආදරෙන් මතක් කරන්නේ.
Fourth official, MFM Irshan. We thank Air Commodore Saman Kotake. And next, cordial invite Mr. Robert Piris, Vice President of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka. Our next presentation of the Best Assistant Referee of the tournament. Winner, LKI Udayakanta. Thank you, Mr. Robert Piris. Cordially inviting Mr. Jaswa Uma, CEO of the Football Federation of Sri Lanka. He made the presentation to the best referee of the tournament, Mr. R. Prashant. We thank you, Mr. Jaswa Uma. Cordial inviting retired senior DIG KPP Patirana, Vice President Football Federation of Sri Lanka. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a situation where trophies will be awarded for the teams that did not end up with medals but qualified for the Super 8 stage. We start off with